originally up and scheduled to end back in March, but they pulled it due to virus concerns. Whatever. It is what it is. So I was waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And sometime in June they relisted it. But for like a 45-day auction. I was like, what the hell? I had to wait 45 days for the auction to end again. And the first time it was up to, I think, $500 or something like that before they pulled it. This time, it sat at like $130 for a month, and then it jumped up to $140 in like the last week. And I threw like $1,000 bid on it. I think it was like $990 or something. And I ended up winning it for $150. So, only issue is it's all the way down in Decatur, which is about 2.5 to 2 hours and 45 minutes away. Depending on traffic, I guess. Maybe even 3, I don't know. So Monday, the day before it ended, I called down there and basically explained that this crazy guy from Chicago, outside of Chicago, was going to be bidding on one of the units and trying to win it, and if it was okay if I came down Friday to pay for it and empty it out. I don't think you really believe me. So I bid on it and I won it, and they called me. And I was like, yeah, I'm the crazy guy from up by Chicago that's going to come down Friday. And they're like, oh, you were serious? I'm like, yeah, I was serious. On my way to pick up Neil, and we are going to drive down to Decatur, Illinois. It's 169 miles from my house. And we're going to go get this unit taken care of. And I believe Josh is going to meet us down there. He was the one that met me at the unit that I got that Matco toolbox out of. I think he's going to meet me down there to help take the stuff that I have no interest in, and hopefully I can throw him some cash so I don't have to haul it back. So, because he lives down there. Alright, we're here in Decatur. Storage Masters on Woodruff. There's Josh in the truck here, I think. Right? What are these people doing now? What the heck?
This place is messed up.
Right?
What is going on?
He's just like, go. Okay, is that what it's all about? Oh, there's a mountain over there. Right, waiting for that truck to pop out. There was another locker here I was interested in, but I had a feeling it was all books, and I'm like, I don't want to get a locker full of books.
Yeah, books ahead.
All right, where are we going? H5, I think it was. Oh, run, run, run! See what happens. How's it going? Well, this one, if it works, is about $1,000, and that one, if it works, is probably another $1,000. So it was worth the gamble. And pay you $20 to empty out the rest, right? No.
Splitter on him? This splitter. What is it?
Optimus. Got a little gooey mess down here. Oh, yeah,
You got excited.
SX 1010, that's a nice one.
Oh, it's in the goo.
Kenwoods. What do we got to the back? We got Coronas, albums, BB King. Looks like decent stuff, huh? Let me get a shot over here.
Let me take this one board and get out of here. Oh, it's up in the goo.
Got albums. Woody Blues. Oh, it's all blues albums. Huey Lewis. Well, that's not really blues. Best of John Coltrane. And there's a receiver down there. Nice little surprise in back. Ta-da! Acoustic researches. Pair of mission speakers, or some Kenwoods, EPIs, Optimus, Pioneer receiver, Optonica, it's probably garbage. Various other audio components. 4 pieces Sansui, album collection, CDs. Cool. We done, I think. So what do you do when you're in Decatur, Illinois? Drive around, go to garage sales. The one I just stopped at, the guy had these Max LED floodlights. Quick search online, I found them for sale, $360 each. He had 4 of them, he wanted $40 each. Didn't want a deal on them, so gave him his $40 each. Well, guess I should be able to make at least $100 a piece off of them. So that was a nice deal. I just saw another garage sale now. I assume this is the street. That big squirrel. That big squirrel's in Decatur. That's a giant cock. Got a club Dutch oven for $2. A brake controller for $4. I thought that was a deal. All right, so back at warehouse number 2, and I got all of the stereo stuff back here and got all the dust cleaned off of it. There's some really good albums in there too. I'll have to show you those albums. There's Kiss, there's Pink Floyd, there's what else I see? Jimi Hendrix, there's a lot of great albums. I was actually pleasantly surprised. That was a nice thing to find all the way in the back of the unit. These are the stereo components that I salvaged out of the unit. Starting over here, got a Sansui AU9900 integrated amplifier. We've got a Sansui 8080 DB receiver. I thought it was a 9090 in the pictures of the unit, but I couldn't tell, so still 8080, that's a good one. Here's a Sansui AU6600 stereo amplifier. It's a Pioneer SX1010 receiver. That's a monster receiver. That thing weighs like 60-70 pounds. Same as this Sansui. They're pretty hefty. There's another Sansui. What model was this? This is a Solid State 7000. That's a decent one. This was a Kenwood tuner, KT 5300. There's a Sony tape deck. Can't see what it is. TC FX20. There's a Yamaha cassette deck, K850. There's a Pioneer TX 6500 tuner. Optimus. I mean, that's good. You know, good garage receiver. Was it a STAV 3560? What was this guy? I don't know what this guy. Oh, it's a Technics M218 tape deck. And here's a Kenwood integrated amp, a KA 7100. There's a Akai DVD player, and an Optonica RT 6501 cassette deck. Oh. I mean, if I saw everything as is on eBay, I'm guessing there's about $3,000 right there. You know, as is for parts repair, there's about $2,000 just in the 4 Sansui pieces by themselves, and probably close to $1,000 for the rest of the stuff. So there's about $3,000 right there. Now, if I go through and test everything and verify stuff works and yada yada yada, I can get more money. But vintage stereo stuff, I prefer to sell as is. And there's a reason. I think I've said that reason before, but there's a lot of dishonest people on eBay. Let's just put it that way. And here's the speaker side of it. Nice pair of Optimus speakers. Yes, do have the grills. What model were these? I gotta look see what model these were. STS 100. I believe Optimus was, I could be wrong. I think Optimus was similar to like Realistic. I think Radio Shack sold them. They're decent. Nice pair of EPI bookshelf speakers. The cabinets are rough, but the components actually look to be in pretty decent shape. Again, have the grills. EPI 140C speakers. Again, the components actually are in really good shape. Cabinets are actually decent on these. Pair of Kenwoods. I can't remember what model they are. I can look though. I do have the other grill. It's up there. It's kind of sad shape, but these actually look to be in pretty decent shape, which is kind of surprising. You see that model number? KL 660. That was decent. I was kind of sad about these. They're Acoustic Research AR2AX or 2XA, I can't remember. I like Acoustic Research speakers, but these, I don't know if you saw in the unit, the guy had a gallon of laundry detergent that he left in there over winter, and it froze and split open, and well, kind of destroyed the cabinets on these. Well, on this one at least. So, I mean, they're good for parts. I think the paper labels on back were intact, which is kind of rare on, yeah, kind of rare on Acoustic Research speakers. because they use these paper labels on them. So, I mean, somebody wants to build a new set of cabinets for those, that'd be good speakers. What else? We got these Mission Tower speakers. Again, I think these were actually in decent shape. A little bit of cracking. So, I mean, they're not terrible, they could be fixed. Mission 763 tower speakers. Cabinets are in good shape. Those are worth fixing for somebody. And I've got the albums. I didn't pull the albums out yet. They're still in my van, but just glancing through them, like I said, there's a bunch of Kiss, Jimi Hendrix, Doors, and most of them seem to be in pretty decent shape. Odd part is I didn't find a turntable. Found everything else. So, as far as like value on the speakers, I mean, there's nothing that fantastic here. If I had a nicer grill for the other Kenwood, I could probably pull $250 out of those. I'd have to look up the EPIs, but they're usually, you know, $150 a pair, I think. I could be way off on it, just going off the top of my head. The ARs, if that was a mint set of ARs, it'd be like $800, but in that shape, I mean, I'd be lucky to get $150 out of them. The Optimus, nice bookshelf speakers. I'm guessing at least $50 on those. I mean, who knows, maybe there were more. Again, I'm just going off the top of my head. The EPI bookshelf speakers, probably $50, $75. The Mission's 100, 150, I'm guessing. So, I mean, there's like $800 to $1,000 value here in speakers. You know, not the greatest score in the world, but again, I only paid $150 for a unit, so looking at close to $4,000 in stereo components between receivers, the amps, and the speakers. And again, if I had to guess, there's probably $500 to $1,000 worth of albums that I could sell. Figure I paid $150 for the locker. I paid my guy, probably end up paying him about $75 for the day, so that's $2.25. And then in gas, you know, $50 in gas, that's $275. And then I paid Josh and his brother $250 for everything that they took out of there. You know, they came and took all the trash and hauled it off for me, so that was a huge help. I was trying to be somewhat generous with them. I gave them $250. They seemed happy. I'm figuring they got about $75 or $80 in dump fees. So, and they drove, I think, 45 minutes or so to get there. So I'm in the locker for a little over $500 basically. I should be able to make $3,500 to $4,000 off this locker. I'm not complaining. Like a 2-hour, 45-minute drive each way. So spent some time cleaning the stuff up. I'm happy. You can't complain about that. I'll show you some of these albums. Brookfield, Cooper Stills. I'll fit that way right now. Oh boy. Jimi Hendrix, that's a cool one. Grand Funk Survival. Led Zeppelin. Moody Blues. Aerosmith. Miles Davis, Bitches Brew. Monk Train. That's a nice one, Pink Floyd. Eagles. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. Best of Traffic. Four Tops. Moody Blues. Journey. Dr. John's Gumbo. James Gang. Night Ranger. Scarecrow. John Cougar Mellencamp. Bee Gees. Fleetwood Mac. Peter Gabriel. Alvin Lee. ZZ Top. Warren Zevon. That one's sealed. Fleetwood Mac. Bad Company. Moody Blues. Jefferson Airplane. Country Joe and the Fish. Iron Butterfly. Steppenwolf. Ooh, BB King. That's a good one. Steve Miller Band. Cactus. Grand Funk. Led Zeppelin. Canned Meat. Canned Heat. Canned Meat. Canned Heat. Pat Travers Band. Steve Winwood. 10 Years After. Styx. Tom Petty. Steppenwolf. This one's cool. Rolling Stones with the zipper. Alright, stop there and go get another coat. Before anybody says, I'm just using this to get these out of my van. I don't use these to store stuff in. It was just handy. I didn't feel like walking the other side of the warehouse to get another one. What was this? Pink Floyd, that's a good one. Otis Redding, Jimi Hendrix. Deep Purple. Ooh, Doors. Steppenwolf. Black Sabbath. Jimi Hendrix. Chicago. Elton John. Kiss. Hendrix. I recognize that one, don't remember it. Was it Zeppelin or Aerosmith? I can't remember. I remember it, but I don't remember it. Kansas. Jimi Hendrix. Grand Funk. Steppenwolf. Oh. Santana. Zeppelin. Cream. Wheels of Fire. Jethro Tull. Coltrane. Who. These are all backwards. Blue Share. Vingibus Eruptin. Okay. Peter Green. Huey Lewis and the... Oh, that one's not there. That one's empty. Huey has escaped the building. Rolling Stones. Journey. The Band. Where are we again? Country Joe. Cold. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Blood, Sweat, Tears 3. Kids are alright. Ooh. Best of John Coltrane. Black Sabbath. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Led Zeppelin. Blind Faith. Robert Plant. This is actually a really good collection. Like, this is all stuff I would listen to. Robert Plant. What's this? Siegel Schwal Band. Little River Band. Stuff over. Tusk, Fleetwood Mac. Taurus. That's a cool album cover. Look at it. Moody Blues. What's this? Cheap Trick. Alright. I think I'm gonna stop there. Steely Dan. Joe Walsh. Is that one in there? Yeah, it was in there. Alright. One more token. Alright, this should be it. Chicago. Does this seem like it's... Got Aerosmith. I think I have that one. Guess Who? Who Live at the Leeds. Okay, I have that one too. George Thorogood. Volunteers. Spirit. Iron Butterfly. Buffalo Springfield. America. World of Blues Power, Grand Funk, Cosmos Factory. What is this? EC was here. Savoy Brown, Bob Dylan, Pink Floyd. New Riders, Panama Red, Bob Dylan, Fleetwood Mac, Champagne Jam. They always have some interesting album covers. Ooh, Jerry Lee Lewis. Everybody loves Jerry Lee, even his 14-year-old cousin. Journey, Styx. Allman Brothers. The Twain Shall Meet. Eric Burdon and the Animals. What is this? Derek and the Dominoes. Oh, Doors. Everybody has this album. Quicksilver. Eagles. Joe Walsh. Creedence Clearwater. The Best of Cream. Steve Miller Band. Ooh, Queen. It's an amazing collection, I think. I love this stuff. Second Winter. Beck. Santana. Vanilla Fudge. Humble Pie. Deep Purple. 10 Years After, Neil Young. Slade. Look at those guys, jeez. Fleetwood Mac. Electric Light Orchestra. Pat Benatar. ARS. Don Henley. Sammy Hagar. That's awesome. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. A few more in here. Monk. Atlanta Rhythm Section. That's ARS's. Jethro Tull. Steve Miller Band. Cream. Music from Woodstock. Jimi Hendrix Experience. What is this? I know this one. I recognize the cover, but I can't remember of it. What is that? I have to open it up. I can't remember now. Darn it. It's the tip of my tongue. Zeppelin? Is it Zeppelin? I remember the album House of the Holy. They're laughing at me right now. I can't remember what band it is. I know I know it was called House of the Holy. I knew that much. Neil Young. John Harley Car Must Die. Traffic. Halfway Brown. Street Corner Talking. That's cool. That's amazing. And the last. I didn't do this on purpose. Last Exit. Traffic. That's the last album. Overall, that's a pretty awesome collection, I think. Wow. Gonna have to keep some of these for myself. I see several that are probably $10, $20 each, so it's an awesome little collection. Alright. See you later.